Alright, what's up guys? So, as promised, we're doing a Q&A. We posted on Instagram and had people comment. We can step back and I'm gonna get all the joking questions out first, just because all my friends are dicks. So, Yanni, why are you so small? I'm in a deficit and I'm a pussy. I apologize. That's one. That's why I'm small. Why do I dab so much? Because it's always lit. Dab. Alright, there's that one. And this isn't from like someone I personally know, but Free the Thighs, he's cool on Instagram. So he asked, why does peaking feel visually similar to a whale giving birth?
Because it sucks.
That's it. Literally is that. Peaking is like taking your body to something it shouldn't do. So like, yeah, don't be strong, guys. Be weak.
Can we evaluate that statement? Peaking is taking your body to something it shouldn't do.
So if you're weaker, you don't have to peak as heavy. So be weaker, guys. That's why I'm weak. Good hit, dude. Biodegradable. So we're saving the earth.
I got one.
You got one?
Should I train legs? No.
Never. Fuck legs. Jose no hipster, but I can make your hipster. Said, ask for tips to rocking headbands. And I'm gonna actually give you a straight up answer right here. Like, not just confidence, but get a headband that's an actual size that works for you. Cause this headband is like 4 inches in diameter, so it's too long, so I have to fold it up. But then it puts more pressure on my head, and I'm not joking. It makes me dizzy sometimes. And I think that's why I probably lost my balance on my deadlifts at nationals, cause it was fucking like literally with ammonia, caffeine, and the headband like constricting blood flow in my head and made me dizzy. I'm serious. So get a headband that fits, and that's a huge key. I'm telling you.
Okay, someone else asked not how. It says, any tips on how to strengthen wrists? I have weak ass wrists and find it hard to not use wrist wraps when doing pressing. Okay, so you should use wrist wraps while doing pressing. It's not a bad thing at all, and you're not. Is it not?
It's windy as fuck.
If we put one of our phones under it.
But then we can't get the question. Alright, just keep going. Right,
so
I got an eye on it.
So using wrist wraps while pressing is not a bad thing, and I use it while squatting too, because I also have weak ass wrists. And so basically you're not really gonna get your wrists stronger, it's just like cartilage and
yeah, it's your joint. Just like strengthen your forearm muscles maybe, like that'll help stabilize weights.
If anything, just lifting in general and even putting more or like overloading your wrists while wearing wrist wraps, it'll get slightly stronger. But
and go check out the hub maybe that'll like strengthen some stuff, who knows, you know.
What's that?
Pornhub.
Oh.
Alright, my friend,
yeah, wrist wraps aren't a bad thing, just keep using them.
Alright, and my friend asks, what's your opinion on hypertrophy while preparing for a meet? Do you think size plays an important factor? So kind of like with your compound movements, as the meet gets closer and closer, you want to taper down. What?
I just got another question.
You want to taper down volume a little. So like for me, going into my meets, like I would do a lot of accessories, but then like a week and a half out, I would taper it down, and then like the day before my openers, I wouldn't hit any more accessories after the main lift. So like day of opener, like 5 days out, I would hit those, and then no more accessories, and then your like deload workout like 2 days later. So like just taper down volume going into a meet for everything, pretty much just like your compound movements.
Resendiz Nuts KG asks, should you wear squat shoes even though you have no problem hitting depth? I think squat shoes are great. I love my Ada Powers, and I had no issue hitting depth before. Like I've always been able to squat really low, but
it's just preference for like what feels comfortable for you.
And like wearing Olympic shoes, I feel really like a lot more stable than just wearing Chucks or some other shoe or going barefoot. So
yeah, that's also like your stance width. So if you're really wide and using a lot of like your hips, then you'll probably be better off with flats, because it kind of defeats the purpose with Ada Powers and stuff. But
it just depends on what works for you.
Yeah.
Like if you got a friend that's got some Olympic shoes, just give them a try and see what works.
Alright, and present stick, whatever. My bad, bro. You know I love you, dog. He also asked favorite barbell accessories for all 3 lifts, so I'll go first. Nico, I hope I don't take yours, but for me, I like to keep things pretty close to the lift. So I low bar squat, so my favorite accessory for squatting barbell is just high bar squat. For bench, I do a wide grip, so accessory would be close grip. And then for deadlift, I pull sumo, so best accessory would be conventional. That's just me personally. I like keeping it as close to the competition lifts as possible, because at the end of the day, this is a sport of specificity. But I'm also weak, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Nico's stronger on the other hand, so let's see what he has to say about it.
I got a different perspective. I don't do any barbell accessories. I do no variations. just squat, bench, deadlift. That's 3.
Big man.
I go kind of by what like Layne Norton says, which is if you want to get better at something, do that thing. So I just do the lifts, and I've gotten stronger doing that. So
Fair point.
keep doing that.
All right, and I got 2 questions that are like kind of like the same. One's like what made us get into powerlifting in the beginning and who's influenced us, and the other one is what made you think you can be a powerlifter. So they kind of go hand in hand. But
I thought that was a troll.
I'm not sure if he's trolling. I really don't think he's trolling.
Because the way it's worded is like,
yeah,
what
it's
the
like,
fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you think you could do powerlifting?
All right, so for me, I got into powerlifting. Well, first I got into lifting in general just for like aesthetics, you know, woo the ladies, big pecs, more sex, you know what I mean? So that's why.
Guys.
Exactly, bias for the guys. But it turned into just kind of like pushing myself and like being accountable, making progress, and I don't know, it's just fun to lift heavy ass shit. It's mad primal, and like it goes into my inner gorilla instinct, you know what I mean? And influences, probably some of the guys on YouTube, honestly, I like them a lot. Like
You
Max
used to,
Tuning
love
and stuff.
Max Tuning when you started.
I still do. He's the man, dude. But yeah, like some smart, like Omar Issa, like I got a lot of knowledge from like them, and like obviously I would back up and like double check to see like if what they said like makes sense, and like do my own research and stuff. But like definitely like they like played a role into it. Like they made it more enjoyable and less intimidating. So like that. And when I first got to college, a kid asked me, and like we hopped on the same program, so I just kind of went from there. And yeah, powerlifting, man. But I'm still weak, so don't again take everything I say with a grain of salt.
I have one more question. Should I squat? What?
I feel like his favorite influence, his best influence is
Oh
Layne
yeah,
Norton.
okay, mine.
Layne
yeah,
Norton?
Layne Norton is like
Yeah.
the OG for me. It doesn't make any sense. Cut that out.
No, we're keeping it. We're keeping it.
So yeah, I love Layne Norton from the start. He's like where I got all my knowledge pretty much, and I never really followed anyone except for him. I was like drinking the Kool-Aid, but except his knowledge was legitimate. And Layne Norton's still one of my like a big influence for me. And I like other people like Max Tuning, Christian Guzman, but he's not really powerlifting. Just all those YouTubers. And I got one more question, which is, should I squat to parallel? My personal trainer says it'll mess up my knees. I think quarter squats are what's going to be best for your knees. So you really only want to like just kind of break the hip crease a little bit like that, and then go back up, and that'll be good. That'll get you strong.
All right, Nico's trolling, but like no, like
No,
that.
it was a joke of a question.
Oh, okay.
It
Well,
wasn't. It wasn't.
No,
serious.
but like some people like it's actually like they probably shouldn't like yeah, like obviously if you're it's specificity. Like if you really don't care about strength, whatever, and like you really have fucked up knees, like okay, like maybe squatting
maybe you shouldn't
isn't for you.
squat at
Yeah,
all.
don't squat at all. I'm saying
But
like just do lighter stuff. But, like if
it's
like
been shown that squatting above parallel or like doing a quarter squat
That's
is,
more pressure
or
on
half
your joints.
squat puts more force
yeah,
or pressure
just
on your
don't
knees
squat
than
or squat all the way. Plus
squatting all the way.
squatting, big compound movements, they just like build muscle density or bone density. So like
Muscle density.
being stronger is protecting your knees. Like I had a knee injury.
So
It
my
tore
bones gonna get bigger?
Dude, that's the thing.
No, I know. I'm just messing.
Okay. But yeah, I tore my ACL, MCL, LCL, and the best way to recover was strengthening the muscles around it, so it has a better base and like it stays in place more. So like I don't know, lifting in general is just better for you.
You tore all 3?
I tore all 3.
That's really bad.
That's pretty bad.
How did that happen?
That's why I'm weak, guys. Because
What were you doing?
Soccer.
But what movement?
No,
caused it to happen?
some kid hit me from the back, like really fucking like just nailed me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But that's off topic. All right, that's it for this Q&A. I'm actually like we got
Actually went better than expected.
Yeah, like I was like we only had like 150 subs and like no one gives a fuck about us. So
we
like
got like 5 questions from
Yeah.
one person, but
we got some solid questions. So like we'll do this again in the future. Hopefully, if we have more people, more questions. If you guys still have some, like you can drop some in the comments below. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you like it. This was more raw, cause always go raw, nah I mean. And that's gonna be it. So please like, share, subscribe. We out here.
I was thinking about it the other day. We always say like, share, subscribe, but who's gonna share our videos? Like nobody's gonna post us on Facebook and be like,
Dude.
OMG, check out this video.
Alright, please like and subscribe. Fuck. Alright.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that too. That's like
much. All I need is you. Oh, girl, I know you need me too. Don't say goodbye, don't say you leave. This life's a game for for two. The love I've got for you is true. Stand by me now. Now that I need to show you love, I don't know how. You gotta stand by me.
How was that?
It was worse than eating ass, dude. But that's pretty good, so it's not a good reference.
So vulgar.
Stand by